By the Titus, what you wearing, man?
I'm in some jeans. It's a good day. It's sunny, so I'm in some jeans and some white t-shirt. Atutaki heat. We don't want to absorb anything out here.
But we need our listeners to absorb the content that we are going to give them. I'm wearing is it a sky blue Bosch t-shirt?
Ish. You know, there's like 7 adjectives before the word t-shirt.
Exactly.
Ogopa.
Then I'm wearing a black denim and some golfing shoes, but I'm not going golfing, man.
Golfing. me, I've never even tried golfing, by the way. To be honest, Jake, you can up in pay stick your golf anyway.
It's not called a stick, it's called a club.
I am sorry. Now even that even explains my point. Like I don't know anything about golf. But it's a rich man thing. I think it's a rich man's thing.
No, it has been associated with rich people. No, people who have money have associated themselves with golf.
Okay.
It's not a rich man's game.
But how many people do you know that play golf that are not rich, quote unquote?
All in all, sports depends if you have the talent, if you put the work.
So there are people talented in golf. Okay, there's Tiger Woods. Okay,
yeah,
but
in
the Kenyan, okay, I've never been to a club but anyway, I'm gonna try out some golfing shoes next time.
Man, work on your attire. And speaking of attire, my guys, there has been some juice going around this previous week and the week before. Some public institutions, not even public per se, but some universities have given out guidelines on how people should wear, how people should dress when coming to school. This beats the idea that once you grow up, you become a free man.
And growing up is after 18 years, after your last high school paper at KCSE, or the other new name for this. That's when you start not being conformed in some rules of waking up some specific time or wearing some specific type of clothes. Yeah.
And speaking of this specific type of clothes, the universities were quite specific on what they don't want. And some of these things were like ragged clothes. Another thing was short skirts, dreadlocks in school,
open t-shirts with vests.
This begs a question, Titus. Does how you dress tell of your character?
I think that's a very
Nah, let me ask it this way. Today you've seen me in dreadlocks. What will that tell about me?
Okay, there are stereotypes. The common stereotypes with dreadlocks everywhere is everything that is not good for the society.
You smoke
from
bang?
Drugs, using bang, from listening to music, from doing crime, there are these stereotypes with clothes that is actually even informing the decisions that these institutions are making about. Because, for instance, there was this even conversation about somebody saying, how would you imagine a lawyer defending you in court in dreadlocks?
Yeah. Or imagine your lawyer has dreadlocks.
Personally, I don't have a problem with that. Because if the person can execute the roles that are required of him, clothes, the hairstyle, and these are the things, you will never have an input in somebody's life or even professional career. But there is this thin line of when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans.
Yeah, exactly. So the same thing we saw in Qatar during the World Cup. People were prohibited from doing what we call, for lack of a better word, freelancing. You see, like doing things the way you want to do them. And I was with Qatar in this one. Don't come here and show us your cultures. You've come here, you found us with our culture. Please respect our culture, because wherever an Islam goes, they always wear the hijab. They always do their stuff the way they do it. So
they're like, do not come and disrespect us in our own place. If you want to come to this place, abide by our rules.
Just come and conform by the way we do things. Another thing, Titus. Honestly, in my honest opinion, damn, we are letting ourselves down, man.
So the universities should just quit with this dress code thing.
To some point, I do support them because I'm a man. You're a man. And it's in our natural instinct that when we see some fine mudhaka over there, or some fine...
Hey, mudhaka is fine. Just leave at it. Some fine mudhaka. Let people go find us. You find out mudhaka nini, you come tell us mudhaka nini. But when you mess, you was talking about some mudhaka in uni.
Yeah, so you just pass by and your eyes glance on some mudhaka. Man, you will oogle, man.
You will.
You will stare.
You will have to. If you will have to. You'll have to even turn and see who is this person.
But the flip side is, the world has evolved and stuff.
Yep.
So the flip side is, how will you see me? How will that oogling, that staring, look like in public? People will call me a perv.
Yeah. It's going to be a perv. And this actually begs the question of now the appropriateness. There is dress code. There's this changing trends. But now, when you bring those two together, are you bring out something appropriate? Now, to even take like your example from the university, if in the same university, somebody wearing some tumbo cut, you see, that dress code is not bad. Tumbo cuts are not bad.
Yeah.
But the bad thing about tumbo cuts comes in when you dress it for a class.
Yeah.
So it makes it inappropriate or an indecent clothing for a university class, but it doesn't make it a bad or indecent clothing outside the university. So the university should actually trade on those safe lines, because publishing a full list of things people are not supposed to dress, I mean telling boys that they are not supposed to have their shirts tucked out, I mean there are shirts that you cannot tuck in with the 21st century. Kuna shirt fulani ukivaya checked mess utaituck in.
Man, there is a specific university I did not go, and I had the chance to go just because of that.
You have to make sure you are in some shirt, you are tucking in. Man, you have to be presentable. And I mean, this dress code thing does not actually really fall on men. I mean, for men, when you look at even the list that the university was giving, from University of Eldoret, there's KEM University, there's Strathmore, there's USIU. These are big, well-known universities. When you look at the list that they're giving about boys, it's actually dreadlocks, ripped jeans, and probably t-shirts showing their chests. Nothing much.
But what's the point of wearing ripped clothes? Like,
it's swag.
Me, I've always asked.
I've never had one.
The first time I saw a ragged cloth, I asked this person, "Oh yeah, una nguo?" Like, I really felt like, man, this guy is not privileged. I should donate clothes to him.
I literally saw somebody ripping off the jeans. Like, there's a way they do it. Somebody gets, you see, like this, the jeans I'm wearing. It's a blue one, right? So these blue jeans, there's a way I can just cut with using a razor somewhere here and start ripping it off like a thread after thread. I'm going to have a full design. But now, my question comes in here. I don't fancy ripped jeans. But now, people will call it artistic, right? So, where is that safe space for students in uni who are artistic? Because trust me, if somebody is doing music, you'll never see him in some shirt, in some tie, in some coats. They are, but the ratio, man, too small. So, if universities are not going to allow students to wear appropriately, and they should be practical. Somebody who's doing music, art, I think, Mess, you've seen these people. Somebody tells you I'm a singer, or I do this. There's something artistic. You can just see. They don't even have to say it. You can say, out of those 10 people, that person is artistic because the way he looks, the way he dressed, the way. So let us not even forget about that type of people. I mean, dreadlocks is still type of hairstyle. I mean, kunyolewa na kuweka dreadlocks, it's one of the same thing, just that one does not end up with the hair in the first place. But for me, university, they can refine the list. Me says that I'm msichana na tights kwa class, I'm gonna ogle. Trust me,
man.
But
that's how you come from an A to a C.
Yeah, utapata unity. Kwa hiyo unit hakuna kitu utaona.
But now, Titus, in their defense, there have been cases for a very long time of, let's say, lecturers getting involved with students, staff getting involved, non-teaching staff getting involved with students. But in my opinion, to some extent, these people provoke these emotions. They evoke these, they provoke these feelings, because the way I've said, you can't come in front of me and you're half dressed. Let me use that term. You're half dressed. I will get interested. I will look at you. I'm a man. I have hormones. I have testosterone and stuff. They will start reacting, man. I'll start asking you, hey, man, you look good. Man, can we like go out for lunch sometime?
Give me your number.
Give me your number.
We should shoot my shot too.
3 months down the line, we have a dead student somewhere who was dumped, and this dumping happened because this lecturer has a wife. He has a family. He would not want his family's name to be ruined because he had an affair with the student. He or she ends up killing this student just to get rid of evidence. Man, like me, I don't want to be known as a promiscuous man. I'm a very highly regarded man. I even stand for education and stuff. I do not want this thing to ruin my reputation. So at some point, these people are, there's something we talked about, sharing blame.
Yeah.
Yeah, just putting it out there so that if you violate, we said. We said that don't do this. So why did you violate? And we said.
Do you know, interesting, there's this one famous university. I think they actually have like fashion cops in the school compound. So what happens, when you just a normal, how uni happens, 7 a.m. first class to when people are going to leave school, like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., depending on the schedules. But those fashion cops, what they're in charge of is, they stand from different spots in the university. You might not even know them where they are. Then they just pinpoint you, like, hey, this is not required at this school. Step out, and they escort you out of the gate. So it has become a thing that when you're in that university, you don't know the person seated next to you, and they actually have some repercussions. So they're not even going to send you to home or go have a change of clothes. They go to some administrative disciplinary measures that you're flouting some, because it's now code of conduct.
Yeah,
the dress code now is put in a code of conduct, so you're going against a code of conduct, which is the dress code,
and you're liable for disciplinary measures.
Yeah. But now, the other side, when the universities want to talk about dress codes or want to limit some dress codes, it should be a dialogue. Let's negotiate, because as you've said, the flip side of all this thing is students and teachers are the stakeholders.
Yeah.
So when teachers are to do something and they're not involving the students, it's gonna be messy. It's gonna be hectic. But
remember, a mess.
There's a term you used. There's something you said, provocative.
Yeah.
Now there's provocative dressing. You know what to take universities.
Yeah, that's exactly what we don't want in universities.
Hizo zingine zote, if the lady is presentable na kona tumbo, I mean, what's wrong about looking at stomach? It's 2023. We are not true.
Man, but I believe as time goes by, the less we need clothes.
Not my words.
Nah, just compare how people were looking in the 1800s, in the 1900s, in the 2000s, now in the 2020s.
There's this joke that somebody says that, hey, imagine that I'm from peeping that girl. Then that person tells you, what did you peep? And you answer, I saw her ankles. Seeing somebody's ankles are like a big thing. Man. Because these other parts of the bodies are actually covered. So you actually get a chance to see an ankle. You're like, boys, I need to tell you something right now, man. News data zinatembea Twitter and people behaving like it's nothing.
Man.
So the more time you're gonna buy, as in those same exact words is a mess, we're gonna need less of clothes.
Man, like me, if Mpasho existed at the time, man, you would see like person X ankles exposed. I tell you, my guy.
Trending on Twitter.
Man.
Excuse me, those ankles are not mine. Do not be misguided. But anyway, that's a perfect time to grab some break, right?
Man, so guys, tell us what you think. Should we have, in my personal opinion, nah. Just wear decent, come fully covered. I know you might have some flawless skin, you might have some curvy body. Yeah, why do you want to torture us, man?
It's enough.
Yeah.
Of course, that is in the city. Remember, the in the city comes to you online. The hashtag to use is stay in the city, @in the city across the socials, and Kamakawa. Keep it in the city.